Hello everyone and welcome to Scicad Center in our AutoCAD online training program. With me, my name is Setu Nandania and let me continue our today's program with the AutoCAD software. And this is our day 5, right? So this is our last class for the AutoCAD. So if you have any question regarding this software or up to this training, then you can ask me today, right? And our today's topics are template creations, tables, and also not levels, layouts, right? That drawing layout or PDF formats and all. So that are the our today's topics that we will cover. So just a minute, here I am sharing you my AutoCAD screen. Okay, so I hope this screen is visible to you all. Please confirm it once. आप सभी को स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रही है? Okay. So let me begin our today's class. So first of all, we will start with the table creation option, right? In our last few classes, we are discussing about layers, dimension, tags, hatches. So these are the very important tool for your drawing creation purpose, right? And today one more important tool for the documentation purpose, and that is our table. So we create tables for the documentation purpose or providing some information regarding our object and all, right? So for the table you have three options mainly. First one, just type TB. TB is the short key for the table. So TB, enter, and here you will get a table style, right? So here you can create a new table style with the help of TB. So we have three main options. Start from empty table, then from data link, and from drawing object. So these are the three options we have, and we will discuss these options in detail. So let me begin with the start from empty table. So click on start from empty table. Here we have two options. One is insertion behavior. So if you want to insert that table like a block, or if you want to draw a window over here. See, we have these two things. So let me see one by one. So first is specify insertion point. Okay, then click, and here we need to click only one point. See, we have entire table. Just click one point. So this is our table. Press escape, again TB, enter, and if you go with the specify window option, then you should create a window like this. See, this is not an entire table, right? So what you have to do, you have to click first point, then you have to click the other corner point. So like rectangle, you have to create a table. So in these are the two options we have for the insertion. And next we have a number, how to decide number of row, column and all. So that we have TB, enter, and here. And now we will use this specify point option only. Okay. Now in the column and row settings, here we have number of columns. So I want 5 or 4 number of columns. Then column width we have, I want 75 width. Then data row. See, we have mainly 3 types of row over here. If you watch on the preview, we have title, then header, then data. And this row is all about data row only. Okay, so if I'm going to type 3 over here, so 3 will be my data row, 1 will be header, and 1 will be title. So total row will be 5. And here is the row height. So you can type 1 over here, 1 is fine over here, because it will adopt your text height. Okay, in the row it will going to adopt your text height. So whatever text height you have, your cell will adjust that much. Then click OK and place it. Now see, here we have a table with 5 row. Why we have 5 row? So first one is for the title, second one is for the header, and these are the 3 data row, right? So in this way we have a table. Now you can provide a title over here. Just double click and type anything that you want, right? Then let's say serial number, then name, then material. Okay, then some other parameters. So you can type over here and it will behave completely like a Excel, right? So for example, see, for example, I want to merge some cells over here. I want to merge these 4 cells. So select that 4 cells, right click, and you will get merge cell option over here, merge. And here we have 2 options, merge by row all, merge by row, and merge by column. So what will happen if we choose merge by row? So this horizontal merge will happen, right? Control Z. Again select this 4, right click, merge by column. So vertical 2 cells will going to merge. Again select, right click, and go with the merge all. So all 4 cells are going to merge. And also we have a formula options, right? For example, I type some values over here, 34, some value here, not on this one. So these are the values we have. And if I want a equation over here, that I want to create sum of all these things, right? So just right click and just select your cell, right click, and here you will find insert. You can insert a block, a field, and formula. So go to the formula and I want a sum of, select these 4 cells like this. So here we have equation is equal to sum in bracket A6 to D6, right? Then hit OK. So you will get a total of these 4 cells over here. So it will completely behave like a Excel sheet. Now if you are going to change these values, right, your sum will automatically update. And whatever value we have with the background is known as field value. That means that value is not written by us, it comes automatically. So that background will be there permanently. Okay, we are not able to remove that. If we type our own value over here, then we have without background value. But whenever you bring with some equation or automatically written thing over here, Sometimes see, whenever you are creating a title block, we will create one. So we will insert some field over there. So we'll get the exact idea at that point. Okay. So this is our simple table. Then next table option we have in the TB. This is from data link. So this data link means you can bring your Excel file over here. See, Excel link we have. So click on the Excel link, create a new Excel link, and you can bring your Excel sheet directly over here whenever if you want to place that sheet in the drawings, right? So you can bring it from here, your Excel sheet. And the third option is from the object data. This is very less popular option we have. See, for example, let me delete all these options, and here I am creating one circle with 50 diameter, one more circle with 25 radius, one rectangle, right, and some other objects like ellipse and all. So these are the objects we have: polygon, six side, and ortho mode, right? So these are the objects we have. I hope I am clearly audible to you all. हेलो, सबको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now see, what if we want to create a table for these objects, right? So this is a very less popular option that we generally want to use, but here I am going to show you that option. So go to the table TB, enter, and here we have that option from object data in the drawing. Okay, so it will access, it will check our entire drawing, and whatever objects he will found in this drawing.
तुमचा का?
Hello,
नाही होत आहे तुमचं.
is there any problem? Okay, so whatever objects he will found in this drawing will be in front of us. So this is our 8-step journey. We have 8 different steps. See, just click OK. So first of all, he will ask us that save your drawing before we continue. Okay, so let me save it on the desktop. Okay. Now the first thing over here, that create a new data extension or you want to use existing data extension. So let me create newer one. So he will again ask you to save it. So we are going to save it over here with some name. So this is our data extension. Now what we want to do, our data source, right? So data source is actually our drawing. We want to analyze our drawing and we want information about our drawing objects. So here I am choosing drawing sheet, include in current drawing. Then click on next. So he will analyze, then give you a table that in the drawing sheet we have, these are the elements we have circles, we have ellipse, and we have polylines. So this polygon and this rectangle is polyline, right? So what you want to take in your table? So for example, I don't want this ellipse, so turn that off. I don't want to focus on ellipse, right? I don't just want information for circle and polylines. Then click on next. So here we have a property of that geometry. We have entire property. right? We have property for 3D visualization, drawing, general, geometrical, and mix. So these two are for the 3D purpose that we don't need. And let me turn off this general property that actually have color and all. So just a minute, one more thing. So here I'm going to cancel that thing, and let me give some colors and all. So we have that all the informations, right? If you want to add some line types, you can add. So in this way, whatever options you have, you can use it first, then go to the table again. See, this will be your revision for you. So table, from data object, click OK, create new extension, and here I am creating one extension. Next, I don't need ellipse. Next, and these are the properties. So this is our page 4 of 8, right? As I told you, we have 8 divisions. So turn off this 3D visualization and that one. Now we don't need that both. Now what you want to keep in your table? For example, I want area, then author it is not necessary. Then center point X and center point Y. So this is the coordinates of center X and Y. Z is not necessary, so I am going to turn off. Circumference I don't need, color I want, comments I don't need, diameter we want. Then these are the options that we don't need: when file is created and file is located, file method name. So these options that we don't need. Global width, we have same width, right? Keywords, layers, actually we have same layer, so I'm going to turn off that. Length we don't need. Line type is also same. Line width is also same. We have taken diameter, so we don't need this radius. So these are the options that we don't need. So let me turn on this length. So these are the options we have. Just choose that option that you want. Then click on next. So he will show you a preview of your table, that you will get this type of preview for your table. So we have one circle, area of that circle, then X position, Y position of the center point, then second circle, polygon, and also I forgot to add circumference, right? So we can go back and add that circumference and again go to the next. So here we have again updated table, right? Then click on next. So he will ask you where you want to save this table. So if you want a Excel output, then click on the output data external file. So you will get CSV file, XLS file, right? So these are the Excel extensions. And if you want to insert this table into your drawing, then click on the insert data extension into drawing, right? So turn off this and we will go with the into drawing. Click on next, and this is our last question, that which type of table style you want to use. Right now we have only one table style, that is standard, right? So we are using this one. Click on next, and this is just finish, and here is our table. Click it, and that's it. So in this way you can create your table from your existing object, right? So you will get the all the informations over here of your particular objects. It is clear now? And one more thing, see, these are not the parametric software, right? So if you are going to move your circle from here to here, so the center point of that circle, the coordinates of that center point is not going to update over here, right? That this one is green, not that one, this one is that. So once you create this table, you are going to modify anything over here, that will not going to update in your table. So you have to remember this thing, right? So clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let me discuss about table style, right? Because we have only one type of table style, and that is this one, TB standard, and this one, right? We have white cells and this simple format we have. But if you want some colorful or other types of format, you can create your own with the table style. So TS is the short key for table style. Click TS, enter. Here we have standard. Click on the new. So this is our new table style. Give some name and click on continue. And here mainly we have three types of objects. So first of all, table direction. So it is down, that means you can read it from top to bottom. If you choose up, then it will be your reversed, the heading will be at bottom, then you can read it from bottom to top, right? So these are the two arrangements we have. Then here we have a appearance setting for all the things. First of all, we will begin with the table title. So click on title. We have three things over here: general, text, and border. So in the general settings, if you want to provide some background color, you can fill it, right? So like this. Then alignment for this text, so middle center is fine. If you want to if you don't want to merge this cell, then turn off this button. See, you have individual cells, but title is always one, right? So we have to merge that. Then in the text we have a text style, so you can create your text style first and then you can apply it over here. Then height of a title should be 12 mm, so I'm increasing it. Angle if you want to provide, color if you want to provide, right? Then borders, so I want a double line, so click on double line, and color should be green, and selecting this outer. So see, here we have double line on the border. So these are the three settings we have that we can use for all. I know it looks very bad, but I'm just explaining you these options, right? Now next click on header. So this settings is for the header row. So choose the fill color, we want nothing. Then text height should be 8 mm, right? Text color should be blue again, or not blue, this one. Then border color should be red, all border. But see, our top border is also going to trim over here because top border is sharing top side and bottom side. So whatever options you are applying at the end will be there, right? So if you want a complete double border for the title, so you need to go to title again, go to the border again, choose your color, double line and all around. Then in the data we have same setting. So here we are just going to change text height and the table color. Then click OK and close. Now when you are going to insert this table, we have option over here that which table style you want to use. Standard means this one and SS that we have created. Now click OK and place it. So you have that type of table with that settings. So here we have a header text and here we have a regular text and these are the text heights, right? So everything is as per our table setting. So in this way you can change your table style, but generally we use only standard table type. Now the next topic is how to create a template. See, these templates are very important whenever you are picking up a new file. Here we have use template option and we have many templates over here. Click on open. See, here we have template. So in this template we have some kind of pre-settings over here. Here we have a table, then a title block. So like these things you can create your own also. So for that, what we will do, first of all, create one page, right? If you want to create your own borders with your company's logo and profile and your custom settings, create a A4 size page over here. So a rectangle REC, right? At the rate 297 by 210. So this is my A4 size paper. Then take a offset of 5 mm. This is my margin, right? Then I want a table over here. So you can create your table with the help of line tool or with the help of table tool. So let me create a table TB with standard one. Column width should be 50. Number of columns should be 5. Then data row, let me increase up to 5 and OK. So this is my table, right? But it's quite big table. So select it and from here actually we need to shrink it down. move this thing over here. Now on the bottom corner, actually set all the parameters as per your requirement. I don't want, actually we need to select this cell, right click, and in the rows I'm going to delete this row. Okay, so this size is fine. So move this table over here. Now I want a first angle symbol over here. So I'm selecting these four cells and going to merge. Click on the merge all. And here we will add our first angle symbol, right? So let me create it first. So here we have a 10 mm line and horizontal 10 mm line, then 2.5, and line type over here we will add center line type. Select this, go to the properties and line type scale. Need to reduce more. Okay, now it is fine. So for example, this is our first angle symbol, right? Where our left side view is actually placed on the right side. So create a block, name it, select, and pick a point, this one. Okay, so we create a block of that. Now select this cell, right click, and go to the insert block. Here we have our block. Click on add. So in this way we can add our symbols over here. And alignment middle center. Okay, so now it's in middle center. So this is our symbol. And then here if you want to type company name, right over here, that Cygate Center, right? Then here we should have a company logo, so you can insert that JPG image over here. Then on the bottom we have a drawing number, and we need to merge these both. So click on the merge. So this is drawing number. Then here date. Okay, and again merge this cell, merge, then creator, approver, and checked by. So here we are selecting this. Why it is hanging? This, right click and go to the merge cell by row, right? So here the name will be there, right? Who is creator, who has approved this drawing, who has checked this drawing, and in the date we want our last saving date, right? So right click, go to the insert. Here we are inserting one field. So in the field I want date and time. In the date we want a save date, so click on save date, and the format of the date I'm choosing, these are the formats we have. Okay, so where is ddmmyy? Okay, so this format is good for me with the time we have. So 22nd May 2020, and this is the time. So I'm choosing this one, click on OK, and see this is a field. Right now we have 22nd May 2020, 3 and 56. So at this time, 3 o'clock and 56 minutes, actually we save our file. Now see one thing, I'm going to save this file again. See, click on save and see the time is updated, 4 hours and 20 minutes and 16 seconds. So this is filled. It will update automatically. This is our saving date, right? So whenever I am going to click on the save button, the date will update automatically, right? And all the fields have their backgrounds and that you are not able to remove. So in this way, this is our template, and I also want to add that border lines. See, in the assignment I am going to show you. See, this is our assignment, and here you have idea that how to create a title block and table. So here you have to create this paper, then this is our table. These are the text, right? Drawn by, checked by, drawing number, then seat number, this is the symbol, this is the saving date, right? So these are the things we have. So exactly same you have to create. Then you can place your drawings inside that. Just create as a block. Here we have A, B, C, D, E, F. So 6 divisions over here. So let me create that. So focus over here. Here I am going to create that division. So explode this line, and I want to divide this line into 6 division, right? So here we have a command for that, div divide this line and number of segments 5, enter. So it will create just a point. See, these are the points we have, right? So actually we want to divide in 6 divisions. So just delete it. And again the IV divide this line and 6 division. So these are the points we have. Okay. Now create one horizontal line from that point. So in the snap nodal, turn off this nearest and turn on this node option. So you will get this node. Just create a line like this. Then we need to place some text, that ABCD over here, right? And for that I'm creating one line like this. See, these are the shortkeys you have to use, right? So create a line like this. Now type your text. So here first of all text style we have to create, and we will create a new text style, okay, with veranda format and bold letters. Height should be 5 and close. Now DT justification should be middle center. Selecting this, and here we have A. I think height is quite higher, so we should take smaller height. So again DT, here we have 2.5 mm height and close. DT justification middle center, and at this midpoint type capital A. Okay. Now do copy CO, enter, select this, enter, and from this midpoint paste it at every midpoint. Copy multiple. Sorry, multiple. Now select your base point. Now erase this line that we don't need. Then B, C, D, E. Then select all this thing, do mirror from this midpoint, and make sure your mirror text option is off, right? So your text will be as it is, but it will be mirrored. Then on the horizontal line we have to provide that numbering. So same way create 8 division over here for this line, and then provide numbering over there, right? So this is the format how to create your template. Now save your drawing. See, I'm going to save this file. So click on the save as, not save, click on the save as, and here choose drawing template, DWT. See, AutoCAD drawing template .dwt file format. Once you click on this, it will automatically take you to the template folder. save over here with your name. So for example, I am saving this as a scicad, then click on save. And if you want to write some description over here, then it is okay. Now we are going to close this file. Now see, let me open a new file, and here in the template option, I am choosing this scicad template. Click on OK, and see, we directly get this file as a new file. So in this way, once you create your paper layout, page layout, then save that as a template, then you can use that template for your all the drawings. Now you just have to place your drawings over here and then do your printouts and all, right? So that's why this template is very important. I hope it is clear now regarding this template and tables. Is there any question? Okay. Yes, anyone? Okay, no problem. So that's why we create this template. Now let me create one drawing over here. Fifty by 12 by 50, and 40 by 12 by 40. Copy. And this one from here to here, and a line from here 20 mm, then 40 mm, and not this one, 40 mm. Okay, so stretch this thing. Actually I entered 50. So for example, this drawing we have. Now I want to print this out, right? For that we have two options. Either you can create your layout. So this is our layout, right? Or you can directly print it from the model. So on the bottom you will get these layouts, right? And this is our model. So here actually I am going to print this thing. So for that, do one thing, just take a 5 mm from here, 5 mm and 5 mm. right? Create a tiny corner over here and a tiny corner over here. So this will be very helpful. Okay, so we create two corners over here. Now press Ctrl P. So he will say that batch plot. No, we don't need batch plot. We just want a single. So continue single sheet. And here, if you have a previous selection, then you can use your previous one. But let me begin with the newer one. So first of all, choose your printer over here. We do not have any printer. So what we will do, we will use this DWG to PDF format. So click on that, and then here we have to choose our paper size. So we have a A4 horizontal, this one. Horizontal should be 297 by 210, right? And if you have A3, then choose the A3, A2, A1, A0, all the sizes we have over here. So choose your paper properly. Then what you want to plot means what you want to print actually. So here we have display, right? So whatever in our display right now will be printed. See, click on the preview and you will get like this, right? But we don't want that. We want to select a particular area. So click on the window option over here. Click on the window, and then you just select from this corner to this corner. Okay. And now click on preview. So this is your paper layout, but it is a little in this side on the left side, right? So how to manage that? So for that, press escape. Here we have center the plot option. So click on that. So now your plot will be perfectly in the center. Why we create this corners? So we have this top and bottom margin. That is why we create these two corners. Otherwise you will not get any margin on the top and bottom, right? Let me create window again, but this time I am choosing my window from this point to this point. So we removed that both corners. See, we have a very closely fitted drawing over here. And then if you have a colored one, then you can choose. And if you want to print them in a black and white mode, then you can choose a monochrome option over here, right? This monochrome is for the black and white copy. Otherwise leave it with the none. Quality you can improve. If there are any images in your drawing, then you can improve your quality. Otherwise normal quality is fine enough for the drawings. And here we have a plot scale option. So if you want a true scale, then turn off this fit to paper option and type your unit over here. That 1 unit of AutoCAD should be 1 mm on the paper, right? And then click on the preview. So here when you print this thing and you actually going to measure the length of this object, you will get 80 mm, because the unit of AutoCAD is equal to 1 mm of my unit, right? See, escape. Here this is a unit of AutoCAD, whatever unit we have in AutoCAD. Right now we considered as a mm, right? So we have a AutoCAD unit and we have our actual unit. So for example, 1 mm of AutoCAD unit should be 2 mm on my paper. So what will happen? This will be 2 gem 1 scale. so it will be 2 times bigger. So we have draw a 80 mm line on this drawing, but on the paper you will get a 160 mm line. See, this is 40 mm line, right? But when you print it and going to measure with your scale, it will be 80 mm line, because we consider that our 1 mm of AutoCAD unit is equal to 2 mm on actual unit, right? Are you getting me about this thing? But see, if you are choosing this option fit to the paper, that means you're not to scale drawing. Your scale will be chosen automatically, and click on the preview. So whatever you have selected, he will try to fit that thing in your paper, right? So mainly from the civil side, we have a quite big plans, and we generally plot that plans without any scale. We just shrink it down randomly and plot that in a paper, right? But in that case, what we do, see, here we have an example of civil drawing, so I'm going to show you that. So for example, we have this drawing, right? And this is actual drawing in 1:1 scale, right? Everything is in proper dimension. And what we are going to do, we are going to take our template from here. So I'm deleting this thing and just select this, Control C, and I am going to paste it over here, Control V. See, my paper size is quite small, right? So what we can do, just convert it into block, type B, enter, title block or whatever name you want to give, select it and provide a insertion point and OK. Now you can scale your paper, scale it, say 4 times. What is happened? Okay, it's in retain, that is why. Let's delete this, insert it again. Okay, so this is our block. Now you can scale your paper. So what will happen, your aspect ratio of your paper will be remain as it is, right? And now I'm going to place my paper right like this, and on this side I want to add some tables and all. And for example, this is my A1 size drawing, right? So type Control P, continue, and here choose your A1 size, not the vertical one, horizontal one. Here I am choosing window option. From this point to this point we have, sorry, again we actually misselected. Okay, turn on this center the plot option and see our scaling is 1 gem 3.108, right? choose DWG to PDF and click on preview. Why our paper is portrait? Choose landscape. Now it is in landscape, right? So in this way, this fit to paper option will be a very helpful for you. So you can fit any size of drawing into a A4 size or A3 size or A2 size paper with the help of this plot button. Then just click on OK and it will going to save your whatever drawing in the PDF format, right? And you can share it with your client and all. So it is clear now how to plot that thing. Now if you are working with the layout, see this is the layout. So here we have a little different scenario. We have one tool over here, that is multi-view, MV. Type MV, enter, and then how many views you want to place. For example, you choose 4, then click on enter. So your paper will be divided into 4 division. Here we have division 1, division 2, 3 and 4, right? Similarly, if you choose multi-view MV, let me do it on our this drawing. Actually we delete. Okay, now good. So go to the layout and I don't want this thing, delete. Multi-view MV, and for example I want a 2 division, a vertical one, enter. So here our paper is divided into 2 division. Now select your any one division over here. I am selecting this one, double click that and it will be activated. See, we have a UCS icon, XY coordinates. Now what I want to do, I want to zoom window on particular this thing. So now I place this portion over here, then double click on this and again zoom window, and I want this thing on this side, right? So in this way you can place your different types of drawings on the paper with the multi-view command. Then on layout 2 I want a full drawing, so this is a smaller one. So again MV and click on the fit. So here we have an entire drawing. So these are the layouts, right? You can create multiple layouts, then just you need to click on the print. Now whatever things you are going to do in your model, for example we are creating one line over here, one line like this, one line from here to here, right? So whatever changes you are going to do, just don't change the position of your drawing, right? You can do all the modifications but don't change the position of your drawing. And now go, we want to print this thing, so go to your particular layout and the all the updates are there, right? Because actually this thing is from our model, all the updates are also over here. Just we need to click type or enter print button, right? So I hope this plot style, plotting things are clear now. Do you have any query regarding table, then template, and converting our PDF, creating our PDF file? Hello. See, actually our today's class is very short because I because we get some time for the communication. If you have any question, then you can ask me, because this is our last class for the AutoCAD online training program. So if you have any kind of questions, then ask me in your language, right? Just use Hindi or English, because I don't know your regional language. So that's why. If you are Gujarati, then you can ask me in Gujarati also.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Uh, if I want some larger scale drawing, then how to we convert in larger scale drawing?
Are you comfortable with Hindi?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो आप हिंदी में बताओ, आप क्या कहना चाहते हो?
सर ये कि मुझे लार्जर स्केल ड्राइंग प्रिंट निकालना है, तो वो कैसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं? मतलब अभी
आपको
बड़ा
यस यस
बड़ा ड्राइंग रहता है, साइड का ड्राइंग,
ओके।
तो वो
अभी
कैसे मतलब कर सकते
यस
हैं?
एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा। आपका जो लार्ज स्केल ड्राइंग है, उसको
हम्म।
आपको ट्रू स्केल में प्रिंट निकालना है या फिर विदाउट स्केल में प्रिंट निकालना है?
ट्रू स्केल में भी कैसे निकलते हैं, सर? वो भी मुझे सीखना था
ट्रू
मतलब।
स्केल में जो कि मैंने आपको दिखाया, देखो यहाँ पर, जैसे कि मेरा
हम्म।
ये वाला ड्राइंग है, ठीक है? तो एक यूनिट
ओके सर।
होता है अपना ऑटोकेड का, ठीक है, जो कि हम यहाँ पर
हाँ,
सेट
यस सर।
करते हैं। कि फॉर एग्जांपल
हाँ,
यहाँ पर
यूनिट।
क्या रखा है, हमने रखा है।
एमएम।
मगर ऑटोकेड
मिलीमीटर्स,
जो
यस।
है वो यूनिट में समझता नहीं है। यहाँ पर तुम मीटर कर दोगे ना, फॉर एग्जांपल
हम्म।
मैंने यहाँ पर मीटर कर दिया, ठीक है? फिर
हम्म।
भी मैं यहाँ
हम्म।
पर ड्रॉ करूंगा लाइन, और यहाँ मैंने डाला
हम्म।
10, तो ये 10
हम्म।
का लाइन इतना ही रखेगा, ठीक है?
हम्म।
चाहे हमारा यूनिट यहाँ पर मीटर हो, मिलीमीटर हो, कुछ भी हो, ऑटोकेड को
हम्म।
उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। यहाँ पर देखो, मैंने मिलीमीटर किया, फिर से 10 डालता हूँ, तो ये 10 का लाइन इतना
हम्म।
ही करेगा, ठीक है?
ओके
जो
सर।
ऑटोकेड जो है, उसमें हम जो भी यूनिट सेट करते हैं ना, वो यूनिट
हम्म।
हम खुद से एज्यूम करते हैं एक्चुअली, कि भाई मैं ये
हम्म।
वाले यूनिट में काम कर रहा हूँ। फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने ये ड्राइंग में बनाया हुआ है, ठीक है? यहाँ पर
अच्छा, ओके।
मैं एज्यूम किया मैंने कि ये जो 80 दिखा रहा है, वो एक्चुअली 80
हम्म।
है, ठीक है?
एटीएम
मेरे
है।
लिए ऑटोकेड के लिए 80 सिर्फ 80 ही है, 80 नहीं है। आप समझ रहे हो मेरी बात?
अच्छा, ओके। हाँ, यस
हाँ
सर,
तो
यस सर,
हाँ तो अभी
डेफिनेटली।
आपके देखो सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो जाएंगे। तो यहाँ पर आप फोकस कीजिए, ये 40 है,
हाँ,
तो
यस सर।
इसको हम बोलते हैं ऑटोकेड की लैंग्वेज में 40 यूनिट। ओके, यूनिट कौन सा
हम्म।
है ये ऑटोकेड नहीं जानता, उसको सिर्फ इतना पता है कि ये 40 डिजिट की लाइन है। अभी आपको 40
ओके सर।
कंसीडर करना है, 40 फीट करना है, 40 इंचेस करना है। ये आप जब भी यहाँ
हम्म।
पर यूनिट में जाओगे, तो यहाँ से आप जो भी लोगे, तो वो समझ जाएगा भाई इसने
हम्म।
लिया, तो मुझे इसे 40
हम्म।
लेना है। अगर मैंने यहाँ पर 40 सेंटीमीटर लिया, तो वो समझ जाएगा कि हाँ भाई इसको मुझे 40 सेंटीमीटर कंसीडर करना है, ठीक है? और 40 तो
ओके।
इतना ही रहेगा, 40 तो इतना ही रहेगा ऑटोकेड के लिए।
ओके सर।
तो ये जो
ओके सर।
यूनिट है वो हमारी कंसिडरेशन के लिए है, पहली बात।
ओके सर।
अभी दूसरी बात, जब हम इसको पेपर पर ले जाते हैं, ठीक है, तो मैंने यहाँ से दिया कंट्रोल पी, मैं प्लॉट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? यहाँ से ले लिया हमने पीडीएफ, राइट? और यहाँ पर मैं चूज करता हूँ विंडो, कि मुझे इतना पोर्शन प्रिंट करना है यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का। मगर देखो यहाँ पर क्या है, फिट टू पेपर से क्या होगा, कि मैंने जितना भी सिलेक्ट किया है, उसको वो वॉटेवर साइज का मेरा पेपर है उसमें वो फिट कर देगा, बिठा देगा। कुछ भी स्केल करके,
ओके
जुगाड़
सर।
करके, कुछ भी करके वो बिठा देगा, ठीक है? तो तब तुम अगर यहाँ से प्रीव्यू करोगे, तो तुम्हें तुमने जितना भी सिलेक्ट किया है वो परफेक्ट दिखेगा,
ओके सर।
ठीक है? मगर अभी सुनो, जब तुम इसका प्रिंट आउट निकालोगे और तुम्हारी स्केल से ये लाइन को मेजर करोगे, तो ये 40 का नहीं होगा,
नहीं होगा। एग्जैक्टली सर।
राइट? क्योंकि ये क्या है,
यस सर।
फिट टू पेपर है, उसने कुछ जुगाड़ करके इसको बिठा दिया है अंदर,
हाँ ओके सर।
ठीक है, अभी हम क्या करते हैं, हमें ऑटोकेड का जो यूनिट है यानी कि ऑटोकेड का वन मुझे पेपर पर कितना चाहिए। ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पर ऑटोकेड में 40 है, तो ये 40 मुझे पेपर पर कितने चाहिए, 20 चाहिए। ठीक है, तो 20 में लेता हूं, तो यहाँ पर फिट टू पेपर बंद कर दो। ये ऑटोकेड का देखो, ऑटोकेड का यहाँ पर पीछे क्या लिखा हुआ है, यूनिट, यानी कि आपने जो भी सेट किया हो। मैं यहाँ पर चूज करता हूँ ऑटोकेड का वन यूनिट, वो मेरा पेपर पर 0.5 होना चाहिए। 0.5 क्या होना चाहिए, ठीक है।
एमएम।
हाँ, अभी हम प्रीव्यू करते हैं, देखो, प्रीव्यू, कंटिन्यू। तो देखो, अभी तुम ये जो A4 साइज का पेपर है ना, इसका तुम प्रिंट निकालो, और फिर यहाँ पर अपनी स्केल रख के मेजर करोगे ना, तो ये कितनी लेंथ आएगी
20
तुम्हारी, 20 mm आएगी,
20।
समझे। तो ये ट्रू स्केल ड्राइंग हुआ। स्केल भले ही वन
ओके
जब
सर।
वन ना हो, मगर कुछ ना कुछ स्केल तो है, प्रॉपरली तुम मेजर करके वैल्यू मल्टीप्लाई करके निकाल सकते हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसका डायमेंशन नहीं दिया है मुझे, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, ये स्केल से मेजर करूंगा, फिर मेरा जो स्केल फैक्टर है उससे मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, तो मुझे एक्चुअल वैल्यू मिल जाएगा। तो इस ड्राइंग को बोलते हैं ट्रू स्केल ड्राइंग। ठीक है, मगर जिसका हम कोई
ओके
स्केल
सर।
डिफाइन नहीं करते ना, वो होता है हमारा नॉट टू स्केल ड्राइंग, एनटीएस लिखा होता है इधर। ठीक है, अभी मैं इसको 1:1 में प्रिंट करता हूं, देखो। तो मैंने यहाँ पर ऑटोकेड का वन यूनिट इक्वल टू 1 mm ऑन माई पेपर। ओके,
हाँ ओके सर।
तो अभी ये जो आया, इसको A4 साइज में तुम प्रिंट करोगे, A4 साइज में, ठीक है, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि अगर तुम इसे A3 में प्रिंट करोगे तो ऑब्वियसली बड़ा हो जाएगा। A4 में
बड़ा हो
तुम इसे
जाएगा हाँ।
प्रिंट करोगे तो ये 40 mm का लाइन होगा।
अच्छा ओके सर।
ठीक है, तो इस तरह से आपका प्लॉटिंग वर्क करता है। अगर आपको ट्रू स्केल चाहिए, तो आपको यहाँ से फिट टू पेपर ऑफ करना है, और ऑटोकैड का यूनिट और अपना पेपर पे अपना जो रियल वर्ल्ड में जो यूनिट यूज करते हैं वो क्या चाहिए। जैसे कि ऑटोकैड में आपने फीट एंड इंचिस में काम कर रहे हो, ठीक है, मगर मुझे ऑटोकैड में आ, यहाँ पर हमने एनजी ऑटोकैड में रखा है फीट एंड इंचेस, ठीक है। तो ये 12 इंचेस जो मेरी फाइल होगी, वो पेपर पर 1 इंच होनी चाहिए। ठीक है, तो ये क्या हो गया, 1:12 का रेशियो यहाँ पर।
अच्छा ओके सर। हाँ।
ठीक है, तो जब तुम ऑटोकैड में 1 फीट की लाइन ड्रॉ करोगे और उसका प्रिंट निकालोगे, तो पेपर पर 1 इंच का लाइन बनेगा।
हाँ ओके।
गॉट इट।
यस सर। सर और एक डाउट है।
हाँ बोलो।
जब मैंने बहुत बहुत बार देखा है, मतलब वो साइट का साइट व्यू रहता है,
हम्म
प्रीव्यू रहता है उसका, मतलब साइट का धरो या कुछ ऐसा धरो, मतलब वो जो प्रिंट निकालते हैं वो ऐसा क्या बोलते हैं, पार्ट्स पार्ट्स में रहता है, मतलब ये कॉर्नर वाला अलग सा पार्ट है। अभी
हम्म
बड़ा ड्राइंग निकालते हैं हम, जैसे
हम्म
आपने बताया
हम्म
स्केल के हिसाब से, मुझे इस पे बेस रहना चाहिए, तो मतलब एक्चुअल प्रिंट में भी वो बेस दिखना चाहिए। वैसे बहुत बार देखा है, तो वो कैसे प्रिंट आउट निकलते हैं, मतलब यही यहाँ से ही सेटिंग करना पड़ता है।
नहीं, एक्चुअली सेटिंग तो यहीं से करते हैं, मगर वो क्या करते हैं, जैसे कि ये वाला ड्राइंग है पूरा, ठीक है, ये मेरा ट्रू स्केल में ड्राइंग है। अभी
ट्रूथ
एक्चुअली
करना,
मैं
हाँ
यहाँ
यस यस।
पर एक्चुअली मैं यहाँ पर इसको मैं बहुत छोटा नहीं करना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कितनी भी बड़ी साइज का ड्राइंग हो ना, उसे हम छोटा स्केल करके मैं यहाँ पर 1:50 का स्केल कर दूंगा, तो ऑब्वियसली ये ड्राइंग A4 साइज की पेपर में आ जाएगा। ठीक है, नहीं आएगा तो मैं 1:100 का स्केल कर दूंगा, मगर आ तो जाएगा। ठीक है, मगर फिर क्या होता है कि ये जो छोटी छोटी डिटेल्स होती है ना, उसको हम रीड नहीं कर पाते।
हाँ यस सर।
तो उसके लिए क्या करते, वो स्केल बहुत ज्यादा छोटा नहीं करते। फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि मुझे इसका स्केल कितना छोटा करना है, तो भाई यहाँ पर मैं 1 फीट पेपर पर मैं 1 इंच दिखाता हूँ, तो वो रीडेबल रहेगा मेरे लिए। ठीक है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, यहाँ
वही तो।
पर एक रेक्टेंगल बनाऊंगा मेरा A4 साइज का, 297 बाय 210।
ये साइज है क्या सर? ये
ये A4 साइज का साइज है ना।
हम्म 27
97/210, ये A4 साइज का पेपर साइज है। अभी हम क्या
हम्म
करेंगे कि भाई मुझे ये जो A4 साइज का पेपर है उसमें मुझे कितना आएगा, ये 11 इंच या 13 इंच का आएगा ना। तो 13 फीट का एरिया
हम्म
कवर करना है। ये मेरा रूम 13 फीट का है। तो मैं क्या करूंगा,
हम्म
इसको स्केल कर देता हूँ थोड़ा सा। अरे क्या ये भी, इसको हम स्केल कर देते हैं थोड़ा सा। ओके। और फिर हम इसे यहाँ पर रख देते हैं।
हम्म
ठीक है, तो मैं पहली बार में ट्राई करूंगा कि मैं इतना एरिया कवर करूं। ठीक है, मगर मुझे
हम्म
एक्चुअली चेक करना पड़ेगा कि भाई कितना एग्जैक्टली आ रहा है। तो यहाँ से हम करते हैं
हम्म
Ctrl+P। स्केल यूनिट क्या रखना है हमें, तो 1 फीट इक्वल टू 1 इंच, राइट।
हम्म
तो ये मैंने
यस
दिया और यहाँ से फिट टू पेपर बंद कर दिया। ऑटो कैड के
हम्म
12 मेरे पेपर पे 1 इंच होना चाहिए। ठीक है, ऑटो कैड
हम्म
के 12 यूनिट पेपर पर 1 इंच होना चाहिए। और ये आ गया
हम्म
मेरा पेपर A4 साइज का हॉरिजॉन्टल लैंडस्केप। ये क्यों बदल रहा है बार बार। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया। अभी हम यहाँ से सेंटर प्लॉट कर देते हैं। विंडो चला गया है। ओके, यहाँ पर PDF लेना है। क्लिक ऑन प्रीव्यू। तो देखो पेपर पर कितना आया, सिर्फ इतना एरिया जो आ रहा है वो तुम्हारा ट्रू स्केल में है। ठीक है, हम थोड़ा सा पेपर साइज बड़ा ले लेते हैं, यहाँ से A1 या A2 का ले लेते हैं।
ओके सर
सो पहला जो ड्राइंग निकालो ना उसमें तुम्हारा थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन या फिर जुगाड़ रहेगा। क्योंकि पहला ड्राइंग एक बार तुम्हारा प्रॉपर निकल गया, फॉर एग्जांपल A1 का सीट लिया हमने, प्रीव्यू करते हैं, कंटिन्यू। तो इसमें मेरे रेक्टेंगल का बोथ हॉरिजॉन्टल साइड आ रहा है, वर्टिकल साइड देखो यहाँ तक आ रहा है और बॉटम में यहाँ तक आ रहा है। तो मुझे पता चल गया कि भाई मैं A1 साइज में जब इसको ये वाली स्केल में निकालूंगा तो मेरा इतना एरिया आ रहा है। ठीक है, तो ये याद रखो। अभी हम क्या
ओके
करते
सर
हैं, तो ये यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक, मतलब कि ये एग्जैक्टली आ जा रहा है। तो अभी मैं करता हूँ यहाँ से कॉपी इसको, और दूसरी शीट मेरी यहाँ पर होगी। ठीक है, सिमिलरली मेरी 2 शीट्स यहाँ पर होगी। फिर मैं क्या करूँगा, इन सभी को प्रिंट करके जो बीच में जो ओवरलैपिंग पोर्शन है वो काट के पूरा जॉइंट करके मैं एक पूरा ड्राइंग बना दूंगा। तो मैं इस तरह से
हाँ यस
चार
सर
प्लॉट्स निकालूंगा, 4 पेपर पे प्रिंट करूंगा। फिर मैं जो भी यहाँ पर जितना पोर्शन ओवरलैपिंग आ रहा है उतना ट्रिम मार के फिर मैं पेपर को क्या कर दूंगा, कनेक्ट कर दूंगा। तो मेरा एक पूरा
कनेक्ट यस
ड्राइंग बन जाएगा A0 साइज का।
यस सर इन
राइट।
लार्जर स्केल
हाँ, क्योंकि A0 साइज के क्या है कि प्रिंटर्स ज्यादा अवेलेबल होते नहीं है। लोग
हाँ यस सर
बहुत कम प्रिंट निकालते हैं। ठीक है, A0 में। A2 वाले बहुत
ए
मिल
जीरो
जाते हैं।
मतलब जितना है वो उतना ही स्केल में आएगा ना वो ए
हाँ,
जीरो वाला
अगर आप प्रॉपर स्केल में जा रहे हो, ठीक है, आप प्लॉटिंग के वक्त यहाँ पर आप फिट टू पेपर नहीं रख रहे हो, तो यहाँ पर आप जो डिसाइड करोगे उस हिसाब से वो निकालेगा।
हाँ
ठीक है।
ओके सर
ओके। सो
थैंक यू सो मच
आई होप आप सभी को कुछ ना कुछ नया जानने को मिला होगा। और यू ऑल हैव एंजॉयड दिस सेशन, राइट।
यस सर एब्सोल्युटली
एंड now I am going to end this session. Okay, and this is my last call. If you have still any question, then you can ask me.
यस सर आई हैव वन क्वेश्चन सर
Yes.
हाँ सर, वो कल हमने बोल्ट जो सीखे थे, वो सर्कल में उसका डायमेंशन कैसे हम डिसाइड कर सकते हैं? मतलब नई जो बोल्ट चाहिए वो समझो एक 10 डायमीटर का है, 10 डायमीटर का, तो हम कैसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं उसके?
एक्चुअली
क्योंकि
वो,
उसका स्टैंडर्ड जो रहता है वो सेट रहता है उसके,
हाँ वो
मतलब
स्टैंडर्ड सेट रहता है माय फ्रेंड। वो जो हमारा टूल पैलेट है ना, वो ऑटोकेड के साथ इनबिल्ट लाइब्रेरी आता है, और उसमें हमारे पास 14 तक के ही फास्टनर्स अवेलेबल है। ठीक है, तो बहुत ही
उससे
लिमिटेड
ज्यादा हम नहीं
लाइब्रेरी
कर
है। नहीं,
सकते। हाँ।
उससे बड़े तुम्हें चाहिए तो तुम्हें स्केल करके खुद से बना सकते हो, या तो फिर
ओके
तुम
सर।
खुद से ड्रॉ करो फिर उसे ब्लॉक करके वहां पर सेव कर दो।
ओके सर।
ये ऑप्शंस हो
कल
सकते
का,
हैं।
हाँ, कल का जो असाइनमेंट था ना, उसमें सर बोल्ट दिए थे आपने। उस
आ,
बोल्ट में जो है वो डायमीटर डायमीटर मेंशन करना था।
हम्म।
डायमीटर या रेडियस आई थिंक।
अच्छा।
तो वो कैसे किया वो समझ में नहीं आया, मतलब वो, उसका
नहीं,
बहुत
वो
ट्राई किया कल लेकिन
मेजर नहीं किया था। देखो ये रहा।
असाइनमेंट नंबर 4 सर। मैकेनिकल।
तुम इसका बात कर रहे हो ना?
हाँ यही सर, एग्जैक्टली।
तो इसमें है ना हमारे पास लिमिटेड ऑप्शंस रहते हैं। देखो, इसको जब मैं ड्रॉप डाउन में जाऊंगा तो M3 से लेके M14 तक ही है, और ये मैट्रिक सीरीज में ही है, और इंच वाली सीरीज का कोई ऑप्शंस हमारे पास नहीं है। ठीक है, तो ये जस्ट
ओके सर।
इंडिकेटिव है। अगर आपको बड़ा चाहिए तो आप स्केल कमांड डाल दो इसके ऊपर, स्केल करके 2 टाइम्स 3 टाइम्स। तो अभी क्या है कि ये मैंने स्केल कर दिया, फिर भी ऑप्शंस तो यही दिखा रहे हैं। तो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि
यस।
ये जो हमारे पास है वो प्रॉपरली हो। आप
ओके
समझ रहे
सर।
हो? ये
हाँ
मैंने
यस
अपना
सर।
खुद का स्केल कमांड यहाँ पर डाल दिया, तो मुझे 3 टाइम स्केल करना है, ये बड़ा हो गया। फिर भी यहाँ पर तो आपको इतने ही ऑप्शन दिखाएगा, राइट? क्योंकि ये एक
यस
ब्लॉक
सर।
है। ठीक है, तो इस
यस
पे
सर।
आप इतना ज्यादा भरोसा नहीं कर सकते।
ओके सर।
ओके,
थैंक यू
सो
सर।
सी यू देन, बाय।
ओके सर। थैंक यू सो मच।